Hi everybody, welcome back. Today I'm going to be reading another one of my favorite childhood stories. It's from a book called To Ride a Butterfly, which is an anthology, so it has poems and stories and songs in it. But to me, there's only one story in it that's really important. It's called Taking Care of Rosie by Patricia, Reilly, Giff. On Friday, my friend Anna marches up to the blackboard with her book. She has to read aloud. Miss Foster claps when Anna is finished. Lovely, she says. I duck down in my seat. My turn is next. I don't even know which story to pick. My hands are wet. My mouth is dry. I'll never be able to read in front of everyone. Then the bell rings. I take a deep breath. I don't have to worry about school or reading for 2 whole days. On the way home, Anna skips up and down the curb. Oh, Christine, she says, I'm so glad it's over, and I only made 2 mistakes. You couldn't tell. I shake my head. I'm probably going to make 100. We wave at the corner. I think my mother's having our baby next week, Anna calls back. I hope it's a girl, just like your sister, Rosie. I don't tell Anna that taking care of Rosie isn't so easy. Rosie is 3. She has a fat belly and gum in her hair, and sometimes her pants are wet. She makes lipstick rosies on the hall wall with huge heads and spider arms and legs, and screams when someone tries to wash them off. And did I say she wishes she could read? Every morning after breakfast, she runs around in my yellow boots and reads my book upside down. She likes the story about the train. Come back, I say. Miss Foster hates it when I'm late. But Rosie keeps going. The train goes up the hill, she says. Don't I sound like a train? Listen, Christine. Chugga, chugga, chugga. When I get to school, 3 Corn Krispies are stuck to my book. This Friday, I drop my books on the table and call hello to my mother. What did you do with my gummy bears? I ask Rosie. Rosie points down. Down in the basement? I ask. Down there in the dark? Rosie shakes her head back and forth. That means yes. I wish I had those gummy bears. I love the orange ones. Rosie starts down the stairs. We'll get them now, she says. Follow my back. But I'm not going down in that basement. Not me. I sit on the top step and wait. I can hear Rosie. The train has too much to pull, she says. Chugga-shoom, chugga-shoom. Then she stops talking. What are you doing? I call down. I know what she's doing. Mom, I yell. Rosie's eating my candy. But my mother's all the way upstairs. Rosie, I say, come on up here. Chugga-shoom, she answers. I look at the dark for a minute, then I inch my way downstairs. Rosie's sitting in the middle of the floor, eating the heads off my gummy bears. I look around. It's really not so bad after all. I reach into the bag for the last orange bear. On Saturday, I open my book. Which story should I read to the class on Monday? Watch out for Rosie, my mother calls up to me. Rosie puts on one shoe and plops last winter's hat on her head. Hurry, she says. We go backyard. I'm trying to read, I tell my mother. Be an angel, my mother says. Read in the yard. Outside, we sit on the grass. Rosie leans over my shoulder. I can hear her breathing. Read me the train, she says, or maybe a cow. There aren't any cows, I say, and stop. A fat bee is buzzing over our heads. Yow, I say. Let's get out of here. Rosie looks up. Nice, look. After a minute, the bee zips away. I'll read the train, I say. On Sunday morning, Rosie starts to scream. Save me, somebody! I'm drowning! I can hear the water sloshing in the sink. My mother is washing her hair. Christine, Rosie yells. Help! Bring a book! In the bathroom, Rosie is bent over the sink. She's holding a yellow washcloth over her eyes. Chugga, chugga, I begin. Rosie stops screaming. Read loud, she says. Friendly, like the story lady on TV. I start over in my best voice. My mother rinses out the soap and wraps a towel around Rosie's head. Good, Christine. Rosie hops on one foot. I love the chugga chugga part, she says. On Sunday night, I go into my mother's bedroom. She's wearing a skinny red dress and nail polish. Are you going out? I ask. My mother fiddles with one earring. Yes. That means Mrs. Carr is coming. My mother pats my cheek. I hate it when you go out, I say. It's lonesome, and I can't get to sleep. Later, I lie in bed, still as a stick, and keep my eyes open forever. I hear Rosie climbing out of her bed. She sneaks in with me. Tell me the book, she whispers. She puts her thumb in her mouth. Chugga, chugga. I close my eyes and yawn. Chugga, chugga, I whisper too. And then it's morning. Monday morning. It's my turn to read. I go up to the front of the classroom with my book. I can hardly swallow. Everyone is waiting. I look at the empty seat in the back of the room and make believe Rosie is sitting there. She's wearing her old green hat with the pom-pom and chewing on a gummy bear head. I open the book to the train story and begin. Read loud, Rosie would say. Read friendly. I read slowly and try to sound like the train. I look up when I finish. Then Miss Foster smiles and claps. So does the rest of the class. Back in my seat, I lean over toward Anna. Did the baby come yet? I ask. She shakes her head. Not yet. I cross my fingers. I hope it's a girl, I say, just like Rosie.